Sengoku Era. Where do I even begin? So, I have been playing M&B Warband since 2013, and I have played most of the single player mods. And I have been following some, behind the stage um, development, active development, and I still do with three different mods. And so I know how modding works, and I have been, intrigued to follow this mod because of the fishy behavior of its developer, and many have thought the same. And this guy, he have just behaved strangely since then. And I'm gonna list all the fishy things he has done so far. So, starting from the first one, I'm gonna elaborate on each of them. Yes, donation links spammed everywhere, and this is very weird because he didn't really release any version of his mod, and he has, three different donation links: Buy Me a Coffee, PayPal, and Patreon. And yeah, he has this spammed on every single one of his images and everywhere, like he wants to spam this everywhere, and this is very fishy because you don't release anything, you just ask for money, and I don't know, man, this seems very fishy, especially because a lot of most mods on this game, nobody asks for money, this is pretty new. And and yeah, I mean, I could understand if somebody donated and you would speed up the process, but this mod has been in development, at least it has been, released on ModDB, I mean the mod page, not the download, since 1st September 2021. And I think he's working on the mod since before, because a lot of times they post the mod on ModDB, but they are actively working on it since much earlier. Anyway, afterwards, he deleted a lot of comments for years. And these comments weren't like hate comments, they were just inquiring on why it took so much time to pretty much release the mod, and some people were saying it's a scam and stuff like this. And he deleted the comments without any problem. Then he delayed so many times the release dates. Like, I'm not talking about a few days, like when games, have to come out in January and then he says it's coming out in March. No, no, no. Basically, he said like 2022, and then uh, one day earlier he said, no, I'm not going to release the mod. I had problems, and then he just put it release date 2023. Now it's 2024, even though it's coming to a close. So I think it's gonna be 2025. And every single time he gives shitty excuses that make no sense whatsoever. He says stuff like, "I don't want to release a mod which has any bug." And mind you, a lot of mods and games, they come out and then people report bugs and the bugs get fixed. If you don't release anything, you cannot expect a mod to be total bug free. Like, he wants the mod to be totally perfect. That's impossible. I mean, it doesn't even know how modding works then, because you cannot release a bug free version of your mod. You have to release it and then people will list the bugs they find. So all the excuses you make are bullshit. Then he accepts every single suggestion to create hype. And this is also very weird behavior because when it's your mod, you decide what to do. And this guy, whenever someone asks like, will you add this? Will you do this? Will you make possible to do this and that? Now I don't remember because I cannot even check the comments because he disabled them since several months. Anyways, he accepts every little suggestion without approving. He says, yeah, I will edit. Yeah, I will do it. And this is very weird because, as I told you, I follow several mod projects, and the developers don't want certain things and say openly, no, I'm not going to add this because I don't like it or because it would unbalance the mod, whatever. And so this guy, just create hype to make people donate for him. And then he is a graphics guy, a modeler, and this is not enough requirements for making a mod, and it doesn't look legit for this reason, especially because you have this whole ass ambitious plan, like I don't know, many storylines, like four storylines, uh, and it didn't even release a single version of this mod, not even a pre-alpha, and this is very fucking fishy. And and yeah, like as you can see here, these are all the features, and I'm not saying that the mod looks bad because graphics wise it looks amazing, even though these people here all have the same fucking faces, the same fixed textures. So yeah, I mean, could have done a bit more better than that. And the point is that he also, deleted my comment. Like a few days ago, I wrote him, why are you not releasing the mod? And he was offline since October 7th, and he just came online to delete my comment. I posted it on the images tab because I cannot post it elsewhere. And then, I've written to him again, why do you delete my comments? And he came offline, he came online a few days later, and he also deleted my comment again. So, he won't uh, make people speak, and he doesn't want anyone to criticize him or to dig into it. So I'm making this video to spread awareness and to say to not donate to this guy because he's surely a scammer. I think this is a cash grab project, and this guy is not very well liked as some others, and they said is indeed fishy on everything he did. Because let's be real, if he was legit, if it was a legit project, why the fuck do you um, delete comments? Like, shouldn't you be clear about your ideas and shouldn't you try to prove them wrong? I mean, you are proving us right. And also, he's working on already existing mod, which is Kujo, and he's just making new armors, new stuff like this. He has ambitious plans, but again, I don't see anything. And he says, join our Discord to be updated. And when you join this Discord, there is nothing. Like a few images more, but it says nothing. And his last image posted on ModDB was 2 years ago, and since then, there are no more news. He just posts stuff, like release dates, but he never respected one. And also, sometimes, he updates the mod page to bump it, to make it become more accessible, so people again see his mod page and donate to him. But yeah, again, if you get donations, why are you not speeding up the process of your mod? It should make things easier. It should, I don't know, involve more people who are willing to help you out. But no, not anything on this mod makes sense. So yeah, I mean, if the mod comes out to be legit, and they actually release it, I play it, and it looks nice, I will make public apologies. But for now, everything you have done, dear Dmitri, look fishy as fuck. And until you prove that it is legit, I ask everyone to report this mod and to not donate to this guy, because I think, many of these mods, not on ModDB, not on Warband especially, but on other games, there are people behaving like this. They just promise a lot of things to create a lot of hype, and then they just disappear with the donation money. And this is very scummy behavior, but it happens. It's not like impossible. Also, someone could argue why he's doing it on a fucking 2012 game. It's old as fuck. Yeah, I know, but uh, it being a niche game, it could not really put him in danger, because if he would do it with a triple A game which just came out, he could risk a bit more. His reputation is, he could get, fined, he could get reported a mess, you get my point. But if he does it on an old game, he can get quite a lot of money because ModDB Warband is still pretty much followed. There are still a lot of people looking up for mods, but it doesn't risk too much at the end of the day if he's get caught, you know. So yeah, I will look forward to see how things evolve. But until then, Dmitri, try to prove me wrong or delete your mod and stop fooling us. You know, we are not men children and we can recognize when something is legit and when it's not. And I forgot to say, if you don't trust what I said, try to comment yourself and ask him, how's the mod development going? Why are you deleting the comments? Why have you disabled the comments? And this guy will just take your comment and delete it. And I'm not going to join the Discord on purpose to make it to make you look at it, you know, because I have the same name there as I have it on ModDB, and this guy, you know, is totally capable of banning me on site. And I'm not going to change my name just for making this video. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm just making this video to advise people to be very careful and to not donate to projects who look fishy, like his does. And I hope that if he really is a scammer, he gets his payback, you know, because he's a slimy worm on that aspect. And man, look at the bright side of things. If you turn out to be legit and your mod does too, I would have just done you advertisement for free. And if this video blows up, especially, I would have done you a favor. So in that case, you still owe me one.